Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's so good to be back. I am so excited for today's flow. We're going to find a little bit of inner joy, a little bit of humbleness, and just enjoy our bodies. Finding gratitude for the body, finding gratitude for the mind and the spirit. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. You don't need any props for this practice. We are just going to need our mat and our bodies. So let's get started. We're going to come all the way down to the mat. And we're going to come down onto our backs, bending the knees, and go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. And do some nice gentle rocking from side to side on the back. Just beginning to witness how your back is feeling today and witnessing the beautiful space around your spine. Witnessing the length of your spine from the tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. Beautiful. Let's rock back to center. Let's place the feet flat on the mat. And just begin to windshield wiper the knees back and forth, loosening up our waist, enjoying some fresh movement here. This is beautiful practice if you've been sitting at a desk all day, working all day, or even if you just woke up in the morning. Good. Go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. Let's hug the knees back into the chest slightly. We're just going to bring our palms to the tops of our knees and begin some nice gentle circles with the knees. This feels so amazing on the low back. Just giving our sacrum or just the end of our spine a nice little massage. Once you've gone one way for a little bit, go ahead and switch directions and just feel the low back, witnessing how that area is feeling today. Beautiful. Bringing the feet now back down to the mat. Bringing your toes and heels together, gently bringing your knees together, and then just allowing the knees to fall apart from each other very gently. And bringing them back together, allowing your knees to fall apart from each other again. And gently bringing them back together and continuing this motion a few times. Taking care of the biggest joints in our body right now, those beautiful hip joints that allow us to walk every single day. So allow your hip sockets to really release here. Starting to allow fluid to flow freely through the hip joints. Good. Let's bring our knees back up to center. Just taking a few moments to connect to your breath. So you can place your heels anywhere that feels comfortable to you. We're going to place our palms on the torso, spreading the fingers nice and wide, closing your eyes if they're not already, taking a few moments to turn inward. And no matter what's going on around you right now, just really allow yourself to witness what's going on and then turn your awareness inward to your breath. Witnessing the breath, the prana or life force traveling throughout the body. So when you inhale, you'll witness your hands rising, and when you exhale, you'll feel your hands falling. Go ahead and take a few moments on your own to truly connect with the breath. And the beautiful thing about doing a home practice is that we can get a little bit more comfortable in our practice. So let's go ahead and do lion's breath. So if you've never done lion's breath before, all you do is gently stick your tongue out on the exhale and really release all the air from your torso. So let's try that together. Take a smooth, long inhale in. As you exhale, stick your tongue out and exhale. Let's try that again. Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Beautiful. Let's inhale, open the eyes, gently roll on to the right side of your body, using the right arm as a pillow. Placing the left palm out in front of you, and let's use that to come all the way up into a seated position, easy pose or cross-legged pose. Beautiful. Once we're here in easy pose, begin to really feel your sit bones rooted to the mat, maybe wiggling the hips back and forth just to really get that feeling. Let's bring our palms to the knees and just gently allow the left ear to fall to the left shoulder. And we'll breathe into the stretch in the neck. Good. Go ahead and bring your head back to center. We're going to bring our left palm now to the mat. Let's inhale the right fingertips up overhead and take a side bend. So you can begin to bend your left elbow if you like. Just be aware of your chest bone. If it's rotating towards the floor, you really want to open it up towards the ceiling. Breathe into the length of your right side here. Good, let's inhale, come up, bringing our palms back to the knees. And go ahead and allow the right ear now to drop to the right shoulder, breathing into the stretch in the left side of your neck. Good, bringing our head back up to center. Let's place the right palm now down to the mat beside us. Inhaling the left fingertips up overhead, breathing into the length of the left side body. You can bend your right elbow if you'd like, making sure our chest bone is rotated towards the ceiling, reaching the left fingertips over to the side and breathing. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come up. And as we exhale, begin to rock forward into all fours. Beautiful. So here, when we get to all fours, let's make sure the hips are directly over the knees, shoulders over the wrist. Spreading the fingertips nice and wide like starfish here. Pressing down into the inner L's of your palms and begin to rock back and forth on the wrist. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, rocking back. Just beginning some nice, beautiful, smooth movement. Good. Let's go ahead and come up to standing on the knees. We're going to inhale our palms up overhead, clasping the fingertips, reaching the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. So we're flipping our palms towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Engaging the entire torso here and engaging especially those glute muscles. Let's inhale, grow tall. As we exhale, side bend over to the right. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale to center. Again, let's exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhaling center. Exhale, side bending over to the left. Good. Let's inhale to center. Exhale, releasing the palms down by your sides. From here, we'll come back into all fours and flow through a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, dropping the navel, lifting the gaze, lifting the chest bone and tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the spine to the ceiling, bringing your navel to your spine, tucking the chin into the chest. Inhale, dropping the navel, lifting the gaze, lifting the chest bone and tailbone. As you exhale, round the spine to the ceiling, navel to spine, chin to chest. Flowing between these two poses a few more times on your own. So we're inhaling to cow position and we're exhaling to cat. Really beginning again to witness the length of your spine, starting to be grateful for your spine, holding you upright every single day, finding joy for the spine. Good. Inhaling. Let's come back to a neutral tabletop position. From here, walking the palms out slightly, let's curl the toes under and very slowly begin to lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Good. Once you get here in downward dog, let's walk the dog, alternating each heel towards the mat. Breathing into the stretch in the backs of your legs. Beautiful. So let's find length in the spine by bending the knees about 5 inches, really shooting your tailbone up towards the ceiling, and then allowing both heels to drop towards the mat. They do not have to touch. The focus, once you would like your focus to be on your spine as opposed to the heels. Good. Let's inhale, float yourself into a plank pose. Feel free to take a modified plank on your knees. Take a smooth, long inhale here in plank. As you exhale, lowering down knees first, chest bone second, and if you had jeans on, jean zipper last. Good. Let's inhale, take a Sphinx pose, placing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Here in Sphinx, try to get your forearms parallel to each other, pressing into the palms and all the knuckles of your fingers. Let's look up and begin to extend the chest bone up to what we see. Pressing down through the tops of the feet and the pubic bone. Beautiful. From Sphinx, we're going to take an American Cobra. So replace your elbows with your palms, bringing your palms to either side of the rib cage. And then begin to extend the elbows straight as we look up, and again, sending the chest bone up to what we see. This is a beautiful front body opener. Begin to breathe into the stretch in the front body. Continue breathing here for just a moment. Good. On your exhale, we're going to send our hips back into all fours first. And then gently curl the toes under and lift the hips up and back. Beautiful. Walking the dog out here, taking any movement that feels good here in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, begin to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale that foot through in between your palms. Once it's there, make sure the right knee is directly over the ankle. We're here in a runner's lunge. Let's pivot on the back foot, sending it into a warrior one position at a 45-degree angle. Keeping the bend through the front knee, then let's inhale the arms up overhead. Beautiful, warrior one. Take a smooth, long inhale here. As you exhale, bending the elbows into a 90-degree angle. So we're here in goalpost arms. Let's inhale the arms back up to warrior one. As you exhale, clasp the fingertips behind the back. Begin to wrap the shoulder blades around and down the back. Inhale, reach tall through the crown of your head. As you exhale, lower the right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. Coming into humble warrior. You can lift the knuckles off of your back if you'd like. Getting a nice shoulder stretch. Beautiful. Inhale, press down into the feet to lift yourself back up. Sending your arms to airplane arms. So we're looking out past our right fingertips. Keeping the legs where they are, let's flip the front palm so that it's towards the ceiling. Inhale here. As you exhale, begin to place your back palm on the back leg. Reaching the right palm up overhead for peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Good. Inhale, come up to airplane arms. Exhale, cartwheel the palms on either side of your right foot. Begin to pivot on the back foot and step back in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's come right into the other side. Inhaling the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhaling that foot through in between your palms. So we're here in a runner's lunge first. Making sure the left knee is directly over the ankle. On your next inhale, bring your back foot up into a warrior one position at a 45-degree angle. Keeping a bend through the front knee, let's inhale the arms up overhead for warrior one. Beautiful. As you exhale, sending the arms to goalpost arms at a 90-degree angle. Keeping a bend through that front knee, take a smooth, long inhale here. As you exhale, clasp your palms behind the back. Coming into our humble warrior on this side, inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. As you exhale, dive the left shoulder on the inside of the left knee. Lifting our knuckles up off the back. And we're breathing here in a humble warrior. Begin to think about something you may feel humble about. Really embodying the humble warrior. Good. On your next inhale, press down into the feet, lifting yourself back up. Inhale the arms out to airplane. Beautiful. Begin to look out past the left fingertips. Our feet are staying plant where they are. Let's flip the left palm up towards the ceiling. On an exhale, placing the back palm on the back leg. And then inhale, reaching the left fingertips up overhead for peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Beautiful. Inhale here. On the exhale, coming back into airplane arms. And then cartwheeling the arms on either side of the left foot, pivoting on the back foot, and stepping back in downward dog. Taking any movement that feels good here in downward facing dog. Movement is medicine. It feels so great to move the body. Let's come down on our knees, sending the knees out to the outer edges of the mat. Big toes to touch in the back. And begin to release your hips back towards the heels, allowing the elbows and forehead to rest on the mat. So we're here in a child's pose. Take a few long, deep breaths here in child's. So often we allow our minds to move all day long and we never move our bodies. So with yoga, we kind of allow our minds to be still and we allow our bodies to move. Gathering that brain-body connection. So really breathe here, making sure we're sending breath into the length of our torso. Remembering that any thoughts that may come up are okay to be there. Allow yourself to be the gentle witness of them. And then return your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Beautiful. Let's inhale, press into the palms, lifting ourselves back up into all fours. Good. From here, we'll swing our feet over to one side, coming back into a seated position on our mats. Let's extend our right foot out long, sending our left heel in, flexing through the right foot here. Good. On an inhale, lift your left arm up overhead. As you exhale from your navel, begin to twist toward your right thigh and grab somewhere on the outside of the right leg with your left palm. Wrapping the right arm behind your back. And you're breathing here into your stretch. Good, let's inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Sending our right heel in, left foot out. Flexing the left toes toward your nose. Inhaling the right arm up overhead. As you exhale, twisting towards the left thigh and grabbing somewhere on the outside of the left leg with your right palm. Wrapping the left arm behind your back now. Beginning to breathe into your stretch on this side, allowing the spine just to round over. Could be feeling the stretch in the hamstrings or the low back on the right side, depending on where you're sore or tight. So just gently breathe into that stretch. Good, let's inhale, come up. On our exhale, we'll send our left foot in. So we're going to bring the soles of our feet together out in front of us, grabbing the ankles. And we're here in Baddha Konasana, or bound ankle pose, also known as butterfly pose in English. So just begin to allow the knees to fall open. We're getting a very beautiful groin stretch. Inner thigh muscles are getting stretched. Gently breathe into that stretch here. If you would like to inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. And exhale, begin to fold forward, receiving a deeper stretch. You may. Just be cautious with your body, only going as far as you can today and honoring that. Finding joy in where you are in your practice today. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come up. Bringing our knees together. Rolling down onto our backs on the mat. Good. Sending your feet out to the outer edges of the mat. And let's go ahead. Our knees are bent here. And then go ahead and begin to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. So let's start on the right side, allowing the knees to fall over to the right. One knee will be at the midline of the body. The other knee will be off the mat. Good. Go ahead and windshield wiper the knees over to the left, very slowly and gently. Again, one knee will be at the midline of the body. The other knee will be off the mat. And go ahead and go back and forth with this position. This is one of my absolute favorite moves. It feels so great on our outer hip area and low back area. It's a beautiful way to cool down. Good. Go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. From here, we're just going to extend the legs out long, coming into Shavasana. So we'll allow the palms to be down by the sides, facing up if it feels good. Our legs are extended out long on the mat. Begin to close your eyes and bring your awareness back inward to your body. Witnessing how you feel after your practice today. Taking a moment to witness any differences between now as opposed to the beginning of our practice, mentally, emotionally, or physically. And we'll be here in Shavasana for a moment, so go ahead and take this time to turn inward. Taking these next few moments truly just for yourself. Allowing yourself to receive the support of the mat and the floor by melting all of your muscles into the mat or the floor. Allowing your facial muscles to melt. Good. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling the ankles and the wrists, bending the knees, rolling onto the right side of your body, and then very gently pressing yourself up into a seated position. Bringing your palms to your knees, taking a moment to align your spine, sitting up very tall. Good, let's bring our palms together at heart center, closing the eyes. And let's bow the brain intelligence to the heart intelligence. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. If you did enjoy this, please do subscribe down below. It's basically like the YouTube currency. It helps my channel grow, and it also helps me reach more beautiful people like you.